Well, hello, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. We're in that interim week between Christmas and New Year's, and New Year's being quite right around the corner. Always is a reflective time of year for me. So I thought as I was reflecting on life, I might share some of those thoughts with you through the rest of this week. And my reflection is targeted around a passage in Paul's writing to the church in Galatia. It's in the 5th chapter, specifically the 22nd verse today. Now, this is a pretty well-known passage among many people, and it might be new to you, but Paul talks about the fruit of the Spirit. And he's been comparing life living by the Spirit of God and life just living it fleshly and worldly without reference to God. And he's talked about the works of the flesh already, ta erga, the works, the byproducts, the actions of the flesh, and they're bad and seedy things. It's self-centered living. It's greed. It's self-pleasuring. It's all of the things about me. And he contrasts that with the fruit of the Spirit. Now, when he does this, he does it with an interesting turn. The works of the flesh, ta erga, are one thing, but the fruit of the Spirit, hode karpos in the Greek, the fruit, it's singular. The singular fruit of the Spirit is, estin, love. Now he goes on to say joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control, and things like this. But it's an interesting aspect that he's using fruit as a singular in contrast to the many works of the Spirit. And there could be a number of reasons why. But among those number of reasons is that Paul is saying that there's really one fruit of the Spirit, and it's love. And the rest of those words, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, self-control, the rest of those are all descriptions of love, are themselves a byproduct of love. And I don't know if that's necessarily what Paul meant, could be. But I do know that those are words that closely relate to the word for love. Now, the Greeks had a lot of words for love, and the word that Paul is using is agape. Agape is a word that is not just love, but it's a love that expresses itself in service and in the interests of others. In some ways, it's a very selfless love because its concern is really paramount on how you can serve and care for others. So in this time of reflection, I'm trying to ask myself this question: how have I grown this year? Have I experienced spiritual growth? And one way I can check that is by how have I grown in my agape, my serving love of others, my caring love for others. It is a fruit of the Spirit, and one of the unique aspects of fruit is they grow, but they grow from the inside out. You don't see an apple and one day it's on the tree and it's the fully formed skin, and you don't want to pick it yet because it's air inside and it's got to grow from that outside in. No, the apple starts and grows from the inside out. And that's the way it is with the fruit of the Spirit. It grows from the inside out. So from inside me, how have I grown in love? Now you may be saying, I haven't grown in love much this year. So I have a suggestion for you. Suggestion for me. That is, let's concentrate on the love that God has shown us. Because the more we understand his love for us, the greater we will learn to love others. Love is not just about making someone happy. Love is not just about giving someone what they want. Love is a genuine caring that sometimes even involves saying no. Sometimes it involves helping adjust expectations. There's a lot to a maturing love, but that's the kind of love that I want to grow in and hopefully have last year, but certainly want to make it a goal of mine for the year to come. That's your video thought for the day. We're going to talk about more fruit that, as I asked that question, how are you growing, in tomorrow's video thought. But meanwhile, God bless you. Stay safe.